Welcome, my friends. We are studying mathematics for the first term of grade 6. This is the revision questions. This is part number 5. Every part content of 10 question choose, 10 question complete, and 2 question answer. Let's get started. The first question of choose, point 41. Y equals or is 6 times h added to 12 in equation is. So we have a verbal phrase. We need to turn it into equation. Y is, that's mean y equals 6 times h, that's mean 6h added to plus 12. Now search here 12 equals, no. Y equals 12h, no, I need 6h. H equals, no. Y equals 6h plus 12 is the correct choice. Okay, next point 42. We have two blank here as ordered pair is called the origin. What's the ordered pair of the origin? Of course, it's 0 and 0. Don't forget that when you have x-axis and y-axis, we have some point here is 0x and 0y. It's called origin point. Origin point. Okay. Next point 43. The greatest negative integer. We know about the negative integer. Negative integer starts with what? -1, -2, -3, and so on. So what's the greatest negative integer? Of course, -1 is the greatest negative integer. Look with me. We have some number lines 0, 1, 2, -2, -1, -2. Okay, so we call this is negative direction and positive direction. When we talk about negative integers, we start with -1, -2, -3, and so on. Okay, which one is the to the right? Of course, -1. So -1 is the greatest negative integer. Last point here, 44. 3 over 7 plus 2 over 5 equals what? Now I need to add two fractions together. Okay, the first thing to look at their denominators, we have 7 and 5. What we note here, so 3 over 7 plus 2 over 5. Of course, you note that 7 and 5 is not like each other, but it's prime numbers. Yes, 7 and 5 is prime numbers. So when you find two prime numbers in the denominators, just multiply them. 7 by 5 equals 35. After that, multiply the first numerator with the second denominator. 3 by 5 equals 15. Then the same sign here plus 3 by 7, 2 by 7 equals 14. Now you have what to add these numbers? 29 over 35. That's the result. Okay, so choose point C. Let's go to the next part of choose question. We have 3 multiply parentheses of 5 plus 4. That equals 2 parentheses 3 multiply blank plus blank multiply 4. What do you see here? We have some equation. Okay, so the left side equals the right side. Now I have multiplication, so I can use what? Distribution property. How to distribute this multiplication? I will distribute 3 multiply 5 added to 3 multiplied 4. Look here, we have 3 multiply blank. 3 multiply first 5 plus what multiply 4? 3 multiply 4. So here we need 3. So the missed numbers here is 5 and 3. 5 and 3. Point 48. in the equation is y equals 2x plus 3. The ordered pair 2 and a satisfies the equation, then a equals what? So we have some equation here, okay, and some ordered pair satisfies the equation. That means 2 and a can satisfy this equation. So 2 and a, we have two variables here, y and x. Which one is x and which one is y? Of course, the first number here is the independent variable. Where is the independent variable? X. So 2 is x and a is y, the dependent. So 2 and a represent x and y. Of course, the value of 2 is the value of x. Okay, so and the value of a equals the value of y. So when he asks us about the value of a, it's the same as value of y. So I need to find the value of y. That's easy. I will substitute x equals 2 in this equation. So I will find that y equals 2 pi x. And now the value of x equal 2. Okay. Okay, so 2 pi 2 plus 3. That's equal, start with multiplication, 2 by 2 equals 4, plus 3, that's equal 7. So 7 is the right choice. Next point, 49. The median of the value 4, 7, 8, 1, and 3 is what? How to find the median of some values? First step is to arrange or rearrange these values ascendingly. I will start with the smallest value 1, then 3, 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. Okay, after that, count these values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 values. 5 is odd number, so the median is already one of them. If you delete the first one from right with the first one from left, one from right, one from left, you find the median directly equals 4. Last point, choose 50. The median of the first value is p plus 1, p plus 2, p plus 3 is 10. What's 10? That's the mean value. So the median value, sorry. So the value of p equals what? Okay, we have three values, p plus 1, p plus 2, p plus 3. That's already arranged ascendingly. Of course, it's the smallest greater than this one, and this one is the greatest. Okay, so if you delete the first one from right with the first one from left, you find the median is what? The median is p plus 2. And I know the value of the median as 10. So median, he said that equals 10. And you find the median as p plus 2 equals 10. Now we have some equation with one variable. I can solve it. Okay, to find the value of p equals what? What's the problem here? Plus 2. When you have plus or minus, just send it to the other side. So you have p here and 10, but I send this positive 2 as negative 2 to the left, to the other side. Okay, now p equals what? 10 minus 2 equals 8. So 8 is the correct choice. Let's go to complete question. First question, complete. Number 40. The dependent variable in the equation a equals 4p plus half is what? So he asked us about the dependent variable. So where is the dependent variable? Of course it's a. Why? Because a is alone at the left side. So any variable alone, so in the right side or left side is the dependent. So a is the dependent variable. Okay. What equals maximum value minus minimum value, or greatest value minus smallest value? We called it range, right? Okay. Point 42. The maximum value for the set of values 4, 7, 9, 1, 6. I need what? I need the maximum value. So, which one is the greatest? Of course, it's 9. Okay? Okay. Point 43. The favorite colors of a number of pupils are blank data. What types of data we have? We have just two types of data, maybe numerical, just number, or categorical. Okay, categorical like what? Like colors, like animals, and so on. So, colors or favorite colors is categorical data. Okay, okay. Next point 44. If the mean of 5 values, so 5 is the number of values, and the mean is what? Is 15. Then the sum of these values is what? Okay, we know that the role of the mean, we know that the mean equals what? The sum of values over number of them, right? Okay, you know that the mean now is 15 equals. Do you know the sum? No, the sum is unknown, but it's number 5 values, so 5 is the number. Now you have some equation with variable. This variable is the sum. Okay, now I need to find the value of the sum. Okay, the same thing we do with any equation. Okay, I need the sum, not the sum over 5. So to get rid of this 5, just multiply both sides by 5. Why? Because 5 over 5 equals 1. So we have the sum at the right side alone. 5 by 15. So multiply 15 by 5. 5 by 5 equals 25. 5 and carry up 2. 5 by 1, 5 plus 2 equals 7. So the sum will equal 7. Okay, the sum equals 75. Okay, sum equals 75. Last point here, 45. If the marks of 6 pupils in one of the tests, we have some tests and we have 6 pupils. This is the degree of each one of them. Then the range of this mark are or is equal to, he asked us about the range, and we know the range is what is maximum value minus minimum value. Where is the maximum value here? If you looked clear, the maximum value is not 49. Look here, we have maximum value 57 minus minimum value 29. That's equal. Now I need to subtract 7 minus 9. I will make it as 4 and take this one with 7, 17. Now 17 minus 9 equals 8, and 4 minus 2 equals 2. So the range value is 28. Complete question. Point 46. The number of integers between -5 and -1 is what? He asked us about the number of integer, not what integer. So if you draw your number line, okay, and you have -1, -2, -3, -4, and negative what? So the number of integer in between -5 and -1, you have 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 integers. Okay, okay. The smallest counting number. Counting number start with what? Start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the smallest counting number, just 1. the value of the expression 2x of power 2 minus parentheses of 2 pi 3 plus 3 of power 2 for x equal 3. So we have some expression here, and he gave us the value of the variable x. Okay, now what we do, just substitute this x and find the value. Okay, 2 by x of power 2. So 2 of x equal 3 of power 2 minus parentheses 2 by 3 plus 3 power 2. Okay, that's equal. Look here, we have two parentheses and two exponents. So start with exponent. 3 of power 2, that means 3 pi 3 equals 9 minus parentheses of 2 pi 3 plus 3 of power 2, that's 9 again. Okay, now finish the parentheses. 2 pi 9 equals 18. Now inside this parentheses we have 2 pi 3 plus 9. Start with multiplication, equals 6 plus what here, plus 9, that's equal 18 minus 6 plus 9, that's equal 15. Now 18 minus 15 equals 3. So the value of the expression is 3. Next, if the price of 1 pen is £6, to buy 1 pen you pay £6, then the price of X pen, any number of pen. Okay, of course, if you know that the pen price is £5 and you need to buy 2 pen, you will pay what? You will pay £10, 5 and 5. Okay, so if you multiply the price of 1 times the number of pen you will buy, okay, you find the value of price of the number of pen. Okay, so 6x is the price you will pay. Okay, if you try to buy 3 pen, you will pay what? 6 by 3. If you buy 4 pen, you will pay what? You will pay 6 by 4. Okay, and so on. So times the price of 1 times the number. But look here at the 50 point. If the price of 10 pen is x, not with me, x is the price of 10 pen, not 1 pen, then the price of 1 pen. Okay, you buy 10 pen, you pay what? X pound. So the price of 1 pen, just divide the price of all pen divided the number of them. So if you divided X as the price, total price, over what? Over number of pen, 10, then you find the price of 1 pen. As example, you buy 10 pens for what? For £50. I need to find the value of 1 pen. Just do this relation, x over 10. Now x equal what? The total price, 50, over what? Over 10. 50 over 10, 0 is 0, so 5 over 1 equals 5. So the price of 1 pen equals what? Equals 5, and so on. So this relation is the correct relation. Now go to the last question. Answer the following. Write a verbal phrase for each of the following equation. Look here at the first equation. You have y equals 3x plus 1. So 3x, that's mean what? 3x, that means 3 times x, right? That's mean 3 times x. Okay, 3 times x, just add it 2, 1 equals what? Equals y. 3 times x, 3x added to 1 plus 1 equals y. Point B, y plus 5 equals x. That means what? That means I can write x equals what? Equals the sum of y and 5. X equals summation or the sum between y and 5. Y plus 5 equals x. That's it. Last point, C. G equals h divided 3 in between parentheses plus what? Plus 12. That's me. I can write it as G equals what? Equals start with summation between 12 and the parentheses. So it's equal the sum of what? Of h divided by 3. That's the first part of the sum. Okay? And 12. So I will sum 12 and h divided 3 as parentheses. Okay? This sum equals G. Last point of our part, write an equation. Use variables x and y. That's okay. Which one is the independent? X is the independent. Of course, y will be the dependent variable. Then evaluate y to find the value of y. So, point A. The equation multiply by 6. Substitute x equal 7. So multiply by 6 what? The independent variable x. So the dependent variable y will equal 6x. Multiply by 6. It will multiply the independent equals the dependent. So this is the equation. Now I need to find the value of y. If x equals 7, I will substitute x by 7. 6 by 7 equal 42. That's the value of y. Now B. The equation multiply by 2 and add 3. Note with me. Y, the dependent, equal. Multiply by 2 what? Multiply by 2 the independent x. And add 3. Okay? Okay. Now, what's the value of y if x equal 2? Just substitute x as 2. Plus 3, that's equal, multiply first, 4 plus 3, that's equal 7. So 7 is the value of y at x equals 2. Now we reach to the end of part number what? Part number 5 over our 10 parts of last revision for the final exam of first term of grade 6. Thank you. Goodbye.